All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sunil Verma. The headlines. Two-day meeting of BJP National Executive to begin today in New Delhi. Prime Minister Modi to address concluding session. Election Commission calls all-party meeting to discuss remote voting machine. First G20 Infrastructure Working Group meeting under India's G20 Presidency to begin today in Pune. Annual meeting of World Economic Forum begins today at Davos in Switzerland. And in cricket, India beat Sri Lanka by record 317 runs in third and final ODI at Thiruvananthapuram. Clinched the series 3-0. The BJP National Executive meeting will begin in New Delhi today. The two-day meeting will be attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP National President JP Nadda, Union Ministers including Home Minister Amit Shah, Chief Ministers of BJP-ruled states and other senior party leaders. Prime Minister Modi will address the concluding session of the meeting tomorrow. Briefing media, Party General Secretary Vinod Tawade informed that a mega exhibition based on 6 different themes, including Good Governance First, Inclusive and Empowered India, Vishwaguru Bharat, will be showcased at NDMC Convention Centre, where the meeting will take place.
दोपहर 2 बजे तक राष्ट्रीय पदाधिकारी, सभी प्रदेशों के अध्यक्ष और संगठन महामंत्री, इनकी बैठक होगी, भाजपा मुख्यालय में होगी और शाम को 4 बजे से एनडीएमसी कन्वेंशन सेंटर नई दिल्ली में बैठक शुरू होगी और 17 जनवरी शाम को 4 बजे तक संपन्न होगी। इस बैठक में आदरणीय राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष और आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री के साथ 35 केंद्रीय मंत्री, 12 मुख्यमंत्री, ऐसे 168 और 182 एडिशनल सदस्य, ऐसे 350 कार्यकर्ता इसमें
Before this meeting, the BJP National Office Bearers meeting will be held in the morning to give a final touch to the agenda of the National Executive. On the first day of the National Executive meeting, the BJP is organizing a road show in the afternoon from Patel Chowk to Parliament Street, which will be attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Our correspondent reports that the meeting is expected to extend the tenure of Mr. Nadda as party president.
The BJP National Executive meeting is significant in view of the upcoming assembly elections in different states as well as the 2024 Lok Sabha election. In this meeting, the party will chalk out its strategy for the poll-bound states and Prime Minister Modi will give the mantra of victory to the BJP leaders. The National Executive will deliberate on key issues confronting the country and pass resolutions on economic, political and social issues. Besides, BJP's organizational matters will also come up for discussion along with the party's recent resounding victory in Gujarat assembly polls. With Diwakar Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Delhi Police has issued a traffic advisory in view of the road show to be organized by the BJP in the national capital today. Special traffic arrangements will be in place to ensure smooth traffic management in the vicinity of the road show route. The traffic advisory said Ashok Road, Sansad Marg, Tolstoy Road, Rafi Marg, Jantar Mantar Road, Imtiaz Khan Marg and Bangla Sahib Lane will remain closed from 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Delhi Police advised the people to avoid such roads, stretches and areas the road show will cover. The Election Commission has called an all-party meeting in New Delhi today to discuss remote voting machine. It has called presidents, chairpersons and general secretaries of all national parties for the meeting to discuss and demonstrate the remote voting machine. The technical expert committee members will also be present in the meeting. The poll body has proposed the introduction of remote voting for domestic migrants using a multi-constituency electronic voting machine that will retain all security features of the EVMs currently in use. This modified form of EVM can handle up to 72 multiple constituencies from a single remote polling booth. The first two-day G20 Infrastructure Working Group IWG meeting under India's G20 Presidency will be held in Pune today. Briefing media about the meeting, Joint Secretary in Finance Ministry Solomon Arukia Raj said the flagship priority to be discussed in this meeting is financing cities of tomorrow, inclusive, resilient and sustainable. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The G20 Infrastructure Working Group will deliberate on various aspects of infrastructure investments, including developing infrastructure as an asset class, promoting quality infrastructure investments, and identifying innovative instruments for mobilizing financial resources for infrastructure investment. The G20 meeting was preceded by a number of Jan Bhagidari initiatives by Pune Municipal Corporation and other Pune city stakeholders, including lectures on G20, seminar on making cities future ready and importance of urban development, a G20 cyclothon, a motorbike rally on National Youth Day, Swachhata Drive, and model G20 discussions in educational institutions. For AIR News, Madhavi Kulkarni, Pune.
The two-day Think 20 meeting under India's G20 presidency will begin today at the Kushabhau Thackeray International Convention Centre in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. The first Think 20 meeting will be inaugurated by Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Our correspondent reports there will be discussion on global governance with life values and well-being.
G20 Chief Coordinator Harshvardhan Shringla informed in Bhopal that more than 300 ministers, intellectuals and subject experts from India and abroad will brainstorm in plenary and parallel sessions, roundtable conferences and cluster briefings. Of these, 94 international delegates, 115 from different states and about 100 local participants will be involved in the discussions. In addition, representatives of international organizations such as the Asian Development Bank, ADB Institute, African Union, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, UN, UNDP and UNICEF will also attend the event. There will be 3 plenary and 10 parallel sessions in the first day. After these sessions, the guests will visit the Tribal Museum in Bhopal and participate in the cultural program. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The world's longest river cruise, MV Ganga Vilas, will reach Patna today afternoon. The cruise, on way to Dibrugarh via Bangladesh, is in Bihar. Our correspondent reports that 32 tourists from Switzerland are relishing the Varanasi to Dibrugarh journey.
Before arriving in Patna, the tourist will visit Chirand archaeological site in the Saran district. It is the first known site of the Neolithic age. The director of Bihar Tourism Department, Yashaspati Mishra, told AIR and elaborate arrangements have been made for the tourists.
पटना में गोलघर, नया म्यूजियम और गुरुद्वारा देखने का है जो पटना साहिब में है। इसके अलावा यहाँ से वो सिमरिया जाएगा। सिमरिया में वाइसराय हाउस है, उनको देखने का प्रोग्राम है और सिमरिया के आसपास जो रूरल विलेजिंग है और मेला लगता है उसको देखना है। मुंगेर में वो किला का भ्रमण करेगा, योग विद्यालय का भ्रमण करेगा, सुल्तानगंज जाएगा जहाँ आज गैवीनाथ मंदिर जो गंगा के किनारे पर है उसको लोग देखेंगे और उसके बाद जो है बटेश्वर स्थान भागलपुर जाएगा।
The Ganga Vilas cruise will be in Bihar till 22nd of this month. Krishna Kumar Lal, AIR News, Patna.
The regular services of the 8th Vande Bharat Express train connecting Sikandarabad and Vishakhapatnam will start today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had flagged off Vande Bharat Express connecting Telangana and Andhra Pradesh yesterday. The train will cover a distance of about 700 kilometers. The train comprises 14 AC chair car coaches and 2 executive AC chair car coaches with a capacity of 1,128 passengers. The train will have stoppages at Vishakhapatnam, Rajamundry and Vijayawada stations in Andhra Pradesh and at Khammam, Warangal and Sikandarabad stations in Telangana. People at several places expressed their happiness on the introduction of the Vande Bharat Express. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has reviewed the preliminary preparations for Gujarat's bid for the 2036 Olympics. Mr. Shah chaired a high-level meeting in Ahmedabad yesterday and directed the state to create international-level infrastructure with time-bound planning. The meeting was attended by Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel and Sports Minister Harsh Sanghvi. Mr. Shah also directed for development of international-level infrastructure at Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Sports Enclave, coming up near Narendra Modi Stadium for hosting the Games in 2036. The annual meeting of World Economic Forum, WEF, will begin today at Davos in Switzerland. The meeting will continue till the 20th of this month. The theme for this year's WEF meeting is cooperation in a fragmented world. The congregation of experts, academics, investors, political and business leaders will discuss some of the pressing issues the world is facing today, such as the Russia-Ukraine crisis, global inflation and climate change, and promote innovative solutions. Severe cold wave conditions are likely to grip parts of North India, including the national capital region, for the next 3 days. Cold wave conditions continue to sweep Uttar Pradesh. Primary schools in the state are going to open today across the state. A report from our correspondent.
After a long winter vacation, which was extended due to severe weather conditions, primary schools are going to open today across the state. Although in some districts the vacations have been extended for few more days considering the cold wave conditions. Many districts in western Uttar Pradesh and Tarai region witnessed heavy fog today morning also, but few districts including state capital Lucknow got some relief from the fog from last 2 days. Day temperature has increased in maximum districts, and Bareilly district in Tarai region was coldest in state with minimum temperature plummeting to 5 degrees Celsius. Meteorological department has predicted that few districts in western and eastern Uttar Pradesh are likely to witness dense fog in the morning. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Senior PRO of Northern Railway, R.K. Rana, said that 13 trains are running late due to fog.
आज कोहरे के कारण उत्तर रेलवे में लगभग 13 रेलगाड़ियां लेट चल रही हैं, तो मेरा रेल यात्रियों से अनुरोध है कि घर से जब प्रस्थान करें तो 139 पर संपर्क करें ताकि किसी प्रकार की असुविधा न हो। फुटओवर ब्रिज का प्रयोग करें, रेलवे लाइन को सेल्फी प्वाइंट ना बनाएं, सुरक्षित रहें, यही मेरा आपसे अनुरोध है।
The union government is constantly trying to improve the digital payment infrastructure in the country. In the latest cabinet decision, the government has also approved an outlay of 2,600 crore rupees to promote payments using RuPay cards and the Unified Payments Interface. In our bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak at 9:30 tonight, we will bring you a live discussion on the topic, Expanding Digital Payment Infrastructure of India. Listeners can ask their questions related to digital payments, their benefits and safeguards against digital theft from 9:30 p.m. onwards tonight on telephone numbers 011-2371-7106 and 011-2331-4444. You can also post your queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. In cricket, India scripted history yesterday by defeating Sri Lanka by the largest ever margin of 317 runs in the third and final ODI in Thiruvananthapuram. With this, India also clean swept the series by 3-0. The previous record of a win by a largest ever margin was with New Zealand for a 290-run win over Ireland in 2008. Chasing the target of 391 runs, the visitors were all out at 73 in 22 overs. Mohammad Siraj claimed 4 wickets for India. And now, for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Renu Kataria.
Thank you, Sunil. The Nepal plane crash features as the top news in most dailies today. Of the 5 Indians killed in the crash, 4 were friends from UP who had gone to Nepal to visit Pashupatinath, writes the Indian Express. The Tribune quotes Army Chief General Manoj Pandey as saying that the Indian Army's defence system is strong at the LAC and it is ready to deal with any contingency. Terming it drivers of change, Business Standard reports that more women are buying luxury cars in post-pandemic era. The Telangana Chief Minister has announced a state funeral upon the passing away in Turkey yesterday of Mukarram Jah, the 8th Taytullah Nizam of Hyderabad, writes the statesman. The Times of India carries the news of the assassination of Mursal Nabizada among the few female parliamentarians who stayed in Kabul after Taliban seized power. And finally, a news item in the Hindustan Times reveals that in 2022, almost no place on earth was colder than normal. For India, it was the 5th warmest year ever recorded. And with that, it's back to you, Sunil.
Thank you, Renu. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. 2-day meeting of BJP National Executive to begin today in New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address concluding session. Election Commission calls all-party meeting to discuss remote voting machine. First G20 Infrastructure Working Group meeting under India's G20 Presidency to begin today in Pune. Annual meeting of World Economic Forum begins today at Davos in Switzerland. And in cricket, India beat Sri Lanka by a record 317 runs in third and final ODI at Thiruvananthapuram. Clinch the series 3-0. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.